which we're about to find out. But before that, has anything been going on, bro? Anything new changed since the last recording?
Yeah, the fucking heat. That's what's
Bro.
changed, fam.
As you
It's fucking hot in here, bro.
I'm in a vest, like.
Let me just say, who does this nigga think he is? Oh shit.
It's
You know what?
just hot.
You know we didn't mention, fam. We just said the N word again, fam. There's gonna be some hardcore money going in that soon, you know. We're gonna be broke, but that thing gonna be heavy, fam.
Alright, we've got to done something now because as black people,
Yeah, we use and abuse this word.
use and abuse to the max. So
It's just a part of the natural language now. It shouldn't be good, but you know.
I feel like to gain some restraint, we've decided to, each time you say this word, we're gonna need to, you know,
pay up. Simple form, pay up. And I'm saying it's £2 every time, you know.
£2 a time.
Just to test the nigga. Oh. £2. Yeah,
show the tingy.
Right, we ain't messing around with you, you know.
Without
We ain't messing around with you, so we got some change in there. Okay. Yeah, we ain't messing around.
So yeah, we got the. I can say it now just because I'm described. We got the nigga jaw. Okay, the nigga jaw.
You don't get away with that still. You gotta pay up on tax for that one still. That's still £2. You might be able to describe it. If you're saying the word, bro. Let's put it this way. We might be broke, but that tin is gonna be heavy, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to be full at some point.
We're gonna need to like bring on each episode a set amount of pounds.
Yeah,
to just have. As
what's that thing called? Like the coin dispenser? In fact, you know the thing you have to take the finger out to take some coins out of it.
As you said, it's our allowance.
That's terrible, you know, the rainy day fund.
Bro, imagine we go into overdraft.
All I'm gonna do is look at that tin and get the biggest can open.
Oh no. But until we have our little allowance part, we're gonna just keep tally on you got some labels and a pen and shit.
Yes.
And just keep tally. But yeah, question of the week, guys. Question of the week. It's my goal this week.
Yes, it is, bro. You better try and get the box open, fam.
I always fail at this.
You'll be alright, mate. I can't believe that tin is gonna be full though. I'm telling you. That tin is gonna be full though. It will be complete. I use and abuse that word. I do, you know. It gets said way too much.
It's actually bad.
It is
it's
bad.
Really bad. As black people, we need to do better. But we really need to do better.
That video you sent me a while ago when you seen the first guy say it, fam. My mother said it and then just like he realized. Let us be the first to say the word before the other people do. Call us. The first ever man that it's supposed to be a meme anyway. It's the first guy that made the actual word up. A nigga said it. Oh, a black guy said it to another black guy. And he was like, "What are you talking about?" And then he realized like this. He's like, "That word ain't too bad."
I think I do remember.
He realized after that everyone started saying it. And
They
was
just
like,
coined it for themselves.
Oh, yeah. They took the word and thought, yeah, that's gonna be our word.
Because it is originally just an insult. It's like, you're mine, nigga, you're mine. Like, where did I drop that?
I'm
lying.
You're mine, nigga, mine. That's terrible.
You're like, yeah, I bought you. Literally, I own you.
That film, The Django, fam.
So-
I'll never go. It's such a good film, but it's so heavily racist, bro. Like the film's so good, fam, but the racism in it is crazy. Like they use and abuse that word. I remember Leonardo DiCaprio. Keep fighting, nigga. I remember saying it. Bro, the film is crazy. Very you got me busting joke to myself, and this nigga's trying to close his
I
house.
always do this wrong.
You know what? I feel we need to keep it tight in the corner, you know.
No, okay.
The N word, come on.
You just said it again,
I
innit?
know, that's what I'm saying.
Bro,
I don't
fix up.
I don't remember how many times I've said in this episode already, bro.
Because at this point, you're hurting my wallet.
Well, no,
I'm already broke.
No, I've gotta pay the £2 if I say it, bro. Not you, fam.
Yeah, but we each have an allowance, bro.
Oh, yeah, true. I hear
Don't
you.
be spending our money, G. Not without my permission. You got that nigga.
Right, you're taking the piss. No, I don't, nigga. I don't get that.
Fine, nigga. Whoa,
Let's calm it down, brother. Let's calm it down. Let's use that word instead, brother.
Okay, brother.
Okay. Nah, nigga, I don't like that.
Bro, stop! We're gonna be broke.
Nah, we're using that. Nah, okay.
We're gonna need to go back and count how many times that was.
Okay. I'm not saying it again in this video. In this podcast right now, I'm not saying the word again. I promise you. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not saying it again. I'm actually not.
Alright. Say no more. say no more. But question of the week. Does Gen X?
Oh, Gen X or Z?
Gen X. What's Gen X?
I'm guessing the generation 4 Z.
No, Gen X would be after, aren't they millennials? the ones above us are millennials, isn't it?
Wait, I don't know, G. I thought nobility was at the top of the chart.
Gen X, well, Gen Z. Yeah, our age will get there. Does Gen, whatever, respect their elders?
I'm saying Gen Z, no they don't. They ain't got no damn manners.
Do they respect their elders?
No.
I don't know, because you always have good kids and bad kids, no matter what generation.
I feel like these days generations, or Gen Z kids, because there's so much around like social media, just on their phone, I feel like they just don't have as much manners now. I just feel like they don't.
They are very desensitized.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like there's just so much, they're just so screen prone now.
Yeah.
They just look at that, they just don't really have, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if they're just anywhere near as emotional, should I say?
Yeah, it's a certain social aspect, like just interacting with other people.
But with the way things are now, I feel like it's just so much more different. It's going really downhill compared to what it used to be.
There's a lot of lack of care. Lack of respect.
It's a simple thing, is you see those videos on Instagram and like how schools were in like 1990s and that, you see people that are cheerful. You see someone just buried in their phone, not wanting to have a conversation. It's just the way it is now. This ain't got as much manners, bro. Like, people back then would cheerfully come up to you, have a conversation, you show love.
Yeah, I will say, I found school fun. I don't think school when we was in school, I don't think it was at the terrible point. Now I can't imagine being in school now. I don't know what it's like, but it doesn't seem lit. It doesn't seem lit like it was.
I feel like school now is a waste of time.
Yeah.
There's so much shit outside of school you can do that can help you enhance your knowledge more. Like, there's so much more stuff that can really do a better job than one teacher's doing now. You get me? So I feel like that's what it is as well now. I feel like there's so much more going on outside of school where you can learn more there rather than in the school now behind them doors. Because those teachers generic shit, which is not good. Stuff that I learn, I don't use nothing of now. You get me? Not one thing. The only thing I use my basic English, bro. Don't use any of my maths now, pretty much.
You do.
Well, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Not
all the algebra and blah blah blah.
Well, I do use normal, numeracy, I guess, bro. But like basic English I use, but that's all normal stuff, bro. Get me? They don't teach you stuff about life lessons though.
Like as everything after you learn the basic stuff, it's pointless.
Yeah, exactly. Again, you said the other day about 11 plus, bro. Like
the 11 plus.
Like that test, like.
Oh. That test was stressful.
I know, for what reason though?
I peed myself. I didn't answer any of the questions. I sat there.
In the pee?
In the pee. I was too embarrassed. I got in the car and I was like, how did it go? I was silent.
I didn't know this, guys. Yeah, I'm looking at you like, I'm in silence now, right now.
Yeah, when I meant to take my 11 plus. I'm practicing hard for it too.
The thing is, I got a level, I feel like a 4 plus in maths. And like a 4 in English, I didn't have to do it, innit? Because I think when you got 5s, you've done your 11 plus, innit? Yeah, I never got that. Never done it, to be fair. Because if you done your 11 plus, you went to some grammar school, you know, what was it called now?
I mean, you didn't have to, but if you
it was
passed,
optional, innit?
you had them options. and it just looked really good. But then I realised when I got to secondary school that none of that shit mattered. Sats don't fucking matter. Bro, Sats was stress. I remember stressing on Sats.
I remember the teacher looking at me was like, this is serious, you know? This is your grades in the second show. I'm like, well, when I got there, I was having fun.
So, you're there.
Didn't tell me shit.
You're writing down your best answer. The teacher comes along.
Literally like,
you know when they give you that, they give you that look at them.
Hey, that's the look of incorrect.
For real.
Do it again. I'm pretty sure your calculation's slightly wrong there. If you do something with that there, you might get the correct answer.
Just
that's the look of that whole paragraph that is. That's the look there, fam.
Sats had me stressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to school, realised none of that mattered. Not a thing.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But,
Sats, man, that's brought back something. You know what else, bro? It's nothing compared to like stress, but just 5-star paragraphs in general. Remember that whole scheme, bro? Jesus Christ.
English class was stress for me. English class as a whole, since birth, has been stress for me.
Why?
Bro, I don't know. I hated writing. I hated writing to their standard.
To what they wanted. Their segmentation.
I'll tell you why. Probably because it's never perfect. And I think that's a male and a masculine and feminine type of thing. Because I found a lot more girls love English.
Yeah.
Where anything can be anything. But for us, it's like, nah, 2 + 2 is 4, bro. That's right. That's wrong. You get me? With English, it wavers.
What you're trying to say is we're very simple in aspects. Okay. That's true still.
That's why I've always not liked English class.
It's like that scheme of 9 + 10 = 20. I was like, no, 19.
And that's not to say that English was hard. Like, I got a 5 in my GCSEs and that was without trying at all. Like, I didn't revise nothing, just went and done it in college and got the mark. But it was
basically
still
that's why, fam.
Yeah, I just didn't like English.
Well, you have to do with it again, fam. But you know basically how to talk, bro.
Yeah, I'd say I like English how I study English now. Like if I read, or like the other day when I was reading out what do you call it? I say I like English, I'm struggling now. The explanation of what CRISPR was. I read that paragraph, I read it flawlessly. Like I like doing that shit.
On the intoxication as well, fam.
Yeah, on the intoxication, I read that flawlessly. But yeah. In school long. Yeah. But to revert back to the question though.
Yeah, we just went off that, didn't we?
We went.
I was thinking about what's the question then, fam? That's what I was thinking.
Do they respect their elders? I'm gonna say
I'm gonna say not as much as they used to.
Lack of punishment as well.
Yeah.
Back then you got beat, you got shouted at,
what was wrong? You got topped. You
got
exactly the same.
You got topped.
That's true.
But now it's like, oh yeah, just get out my face.
Yeah. And
they'll go off on their phone.
I feel like when you start to do it, when you've had enough of it, I say like, but all the screaming and shouting, bro, it's like, it's dead now. Beat the child.
Are you beating your kids? I'm beating my kids.
Well, if they're getting loud, they're gonna have to catch one in the fam. They're gonna catch one slap, fam. Teach them a damn lesson. Not punch, you're not throwing hand to slap, bro. That's what I'm saying.
They're gonna have to catch one. I'm thinking,
catch a slap, bro.
They're walking around the corner, just get left hooked.
For a rule. I know where. Nah, but yeah, I feel like sometimes one slap is enough to just make them realise.
So you gotta rough them up, bro.
They don't need to know when they have to listen to someone.
Boundaries.
Like, same with school. I remember saying to a teacher saying like, yo, I don't even get this treatment at home, so I'm not gonna listen to you. I really ain't.
Even Mr. Hunter, R.I.P.
Yeah. Oh God, man, he's passed away.
Yeah, R.I.P. man. He gripped up the youths. He didn't care. Bro, he was holding youths to the wall. Yeah. Bro, in my year, bro, he didn't care.
Your year was rude, that's why. Your year was rude, that's why, bro.
He used to grip kids up against the wall.
That's
like, they lift them off their feet, bro. Mr. Hunter, man.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
His jokes.
Wow. You know what? The thing is, he's doing all this which I didn't know. I still didn't listen. I didn't listen to him.
But do you think that you could genetically modify your child to listen? That was a good segue.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was smooth still. But say that one more time, G.
Do you think you could genetically modify your child to listen? Would you? You won't do it.
You know what? I wouldn't do that, fam. Because I'm not genetically modifying my child just to make him listen to me, fam. They should respect my thing. The hell am I modifying my kid genetically just to do that? They should want to listen to me, bro.
What if they don't and then someone just knocked at your door, gave you the package option? Black Mirror 2.
Oh my god.
So all the issues, bro.